one thing about this whole situation that we ain't finna mildew. We don't have no intentions on mildewing up and through here. What's good with y'all this morning? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I know y'all say, what's up, YouTube? What they do? What they do, YouTube? Hey, look, I'm still getting dressed. I keep telling y'all sometime it ain't gonna. I keep telling y'all, hey, look, y'all ain't gonna always be ready. We will not always be ready. I promise you we not. We gonna be caught off guard periodically throughout this thing called life. You can believe that. Did you hear me? I say at some points in times or another throughout this journey, throughout this walk, throughout this odyssey, you're going to be in a position where you're not ready. I understand that now more than ever because of this 9 o'clock hour thing that the universe has me on. And he was like, look, I've given you the 9 o'clock hour to speak into the minds of the people. And y'all know I probably wouldn't be here had he not said that. And then he took me to a place in my life through a valley low experience when I was in the belly of the whale. I don't even want to go there this morning. How y'all feel? What they do? Let's go. Y'all ready? You ready? Are y'all ready? On the mark, get set, ready, go. I told y'all ain't ready. I told y'all ain't gonna never be ready. Listen, I keep telling y'all we're not at certain points in times in our lives, we will not be ready. Good morning. How y'all feel this morning? It's a beautiful space to be here. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. And true enough, I'm on assignment. True enough, but that's neither here nor there at this moment. I am your health conscious coach. I'm also your intellectual content creator. And I am definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, your podcast professor. Y'all see, I got that lab jacket on this morning. You feel me? I see, I got that lab jacket on this morning. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all right now, I got this lab jacket on, so we're gonna have to go into and delve into the depths of our mind, and our conscious thoughts, and our understandings and comprehensions here in the earth. Because I believe that if you don't tap into your own innermost conscientiousness, the one that's inside of you, I believe this world and the world systems that has been designed will take you outside of yourself and make you look outside of yourself for everything that you need, desire, or want or deserve. They'll make you look outside yourself for it. And I believe at this moment in time, I believe that the universe has called us inward, to go inward, to delve deep inside yourself and then pull out all the things that you understand and comprehend and believe, and concepts and narratives of ideologies that's within yourself. I just believe that that's where we are. That's where I am at this moment. And so at the same time, y'all know he told me to open up the laptop on October 15th, 2022. And he said, open the laptop and speak to the minds of the people. I didn't take you through all the things that I have taken you through just for you to be quiet. You heard me? Just for you to be quiet. Don't be quiet out here in these streets. Open your mouth and speak into the minds of the people. And I promise y'all, to a certain degree, I literally struggled a little bit. I ain't gonna even sit here and lie to y'all and tell y'all, I just jumped on and went at it. No, I didn't. Y'all go back. Hey, look, go back to the time, October 15th. Go back. Go back through these sessions. I got a year-long worth of sessions. Just go back. Now, it wasn't that easy. But I believe that when he showed me at the point of time in my life when I had told him that if you get me out of this, this, and that at the same time, I'll do this, this, and this. And at the same time, it took years later. It was years. It was years. I came home 02, 07, 07. And it was October 15th, 2022. I done got all kind of degrees since then. I came home. I think at that moment I only had an AS degree in radiology technology. I was an X-ray tech. You know what I'm saying? I had got my X-ray tech license and, through the ARRT, the American Register for Radiology Technologists, and they gave me some trouble. But anyway, I did that for several, through schooling and things of that nature. And man, I'm talking about it took years later for him to come back and tell me, hey, remember the promise you made? Do you remember the promise that you made to him? Now I'm talking to you. I'm talking to your DNA. I ain't talking about me no more. I'm talking to the individual who I'm talking to on this live right now. Do you remember the promise you made to him when you was on your valley low experience or your deathbed, and you was on your mountain highs too? Because he'll check you on your mountain highs. Yes, he will. He'll see, do you believe even on your mountain highs? And so, yeah, don't get it twisted. Now, he'll come at you for your valley lows, but your mountain highs, he'll check you too on your mountain highs. So, who is he? I don't know. Whoever you might call him. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you may call him. He'll check you on your mountain highs, your valley lows. He'll make sure that you understand concepts and narratives and ideologies as well. And so I'm here this morning. I ain't come here for, I keep telling y'all I don't even be ready sometimes. I keep telling y'all I'll get dressed in the middle, in the middle of the assignment. I get dressed. I promise you I'll get dressed in the middle of the assignment. I promise you I will. Hey, look, I don't have no, I ain't scripted. I be looking at sometimes people come through, they come across the table of my eyesight, and I'll scroll through and I see they scripted. They all scripted. They got their script. They reading off their script. But y'all know me, I'm a vibe. I'm a whole vibe by myself. You know what I'm saying? Just from what he said, open the laptop and speaking to the minds of the people. And so I'm just here for that reason. I ain't here for no other reason besides I ain't trying to be, what I'm saying? What's the new word out here now? Clout. Hey, I ain't clout chasing out here. You feel me? I ain't clout chasing. I promise you I ain't clout chasing. I ain't chasing no clout. Hey, it's out here, these people out here clout chasing, boy, for real. You know what I'm saying? In every aspect of the name of that. And so at the same time, y'all know me. I'm gonna come on in here, do my assignment. I go on about my natural business after this all is over. I promise you, I be just so natural in the spectrum. I just be so naturally going on about my business in the spectrum after I get this out of the way, because this is my assignment. And so, I gotta do this right here before I can move on through my daily activity, What's good with y'all? Huh? What's up with y'all? Talk to me. What they do? What's up, my brother? What's good with you, soldier? Hope all is well with you, my brother. We still here in the A. You know what I'm saying? We still here getting it in. We still here on our assignment. We still here manifesting. We still here attracting. We ain't begging for nothing. We ain't going into no large auditorium. We got to beg folk. You know what I'm saying? We ain't begging. We not going to beg. We're going to attract what we desire. I believe that in the atmosphere, there are certain laws that's already in place. And so I'm here sometime to just talk about those laws. I thought it was 7 laws of spiritual success. You know what I'm saying? The law of what is it? Potentiality. You know, it's so many different laws that I done went through. Y'all need to go back into some of my earlier assignments and some of my earlier sessions, and y'all could see, you know what I'm saying, the law of potentiality. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful as we go through it, but my mind racing right now because I'm trying to settle in to where I'm supposed to be at this morning. And so at the same time, it's a beautiful space to be here. I got the music, you know what I'm saying, the frequency of the background playing that, you know what I'm saying, it says it's God's frequency. So I have God's frequency playing in the background. There's a frequency in the earth that he aligns himself up with, you know what I'm saying? And I found out just the other day that, you know, we're all on 441 when he has a frequency in the earth at 528 hertz. And I was like, what? And so that's how he once, you know, communicated with his people was through 528. That's the frequency, the universal frequency for, you know what I'm saying, our God. And so at the same time, that's neither here nor there, but I am here on my assignment. And I'm just letting y'all know, hey, look, man, let me tell y'all something, man, as we be real with each other. We got to be real. I ain't all that faking and flogging and being, you know, phony and, you know, we get a lot of that in the earth. I don't think it's just here in the A. You know what I'm saying? I know it's fake, phony folk throughout the whole entire world. Everywhere you go in any major city, any metropolitan city, even in the country, we got some fake, phony folk. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is in this thing called life. I ain't went nowhere yet. You heard I said, I ain't. You heard I said, I ain't. You heard I said. Y'all better hit me. I ain't went nowhere yet. And didn't find somebody that kind of had some kind of fake or phony or flodge. Remember that word right there? Stop flogging. You remember that word? I'm about to tell my age. I'm 57 years old. I can tell y'all my age. I don't care nothing about that. Stop flogging. You flogging. That means you faking. That means you ain't real when you say you flogging. But anyway, as time progresses, I am. Let me do this part right here. Y'all know I got to do this part. Because when it comes to my spirit to do it, I have to do it right at the moment by which I believe that he gives it to me. Since I'm unscripted, I got to flow in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? I close my eyes and talk to y'all throughout my spirit. I don't need to read nothing. It's already in you. What's in you will eventually come out. All you got to do is open your mouth. That's what he told me. The first time he told me to open the light, I said, what would you want me to say to the minds of the people since you calling me to do this? He say, stand all the way up in your assignment and and as time progress, I'll show you. I'm like, okay. I ain't got no other choice. Listen, I ain't got no choice. Hey, I wouldn't be here right now had it not been for him telling me this. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Hey, welcome. How y'all doing this morning? Welcome to the Hourglass Era, where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our conscientiousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Join me on this thought-provoking journey where we explore the spiritual, the intellectual, and the physical realms, peering into the very essence of health awareness and holistic understandings. Everything on this earth, did you hear me? I said everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concepts. Its center represents neutrality, a balance, and a pivotal metaphor for our journey here in the hourglass. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. It's about transversing the realms of the 7 chakras, unlocking the spiritual experiences, and aligning the conscious selves with the greater aspect of life. And that's what we have to do here. We're moving towards the greater aspect of life. not the mundane, not the insignificant, not the narratives by which society has led us down a pathway. Ooh, something hit me just then. Led us down a pathway of church hurt. Ooh, that just hit my spirit. I don't want to go there right now. Because I don't know if somebody dealing with church hurt right now in under the sound of my voice. So that just hit my spirit. See, led us down a pathway of church hurt. I think anybody in organized religion has had some type of church hurt. I don't know why that just hit my spirit like that. Each session unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. So, come, tune in, and let us embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. How y'all feel this morning? Y'all come on up and through here. You heard me? Come on up and through here. You know what I'm saying? Come on up and through this little pathway right here by which he has orchestrated for me to be here. I don't know. Listen, I don't have all the answers. I ain't gonna even sit here and lie to y'all like I got all the answers. I don't. But I know one thing, these little bit of things and these little bit of you heard what I said? These little bit of situations that he has me on right now is definitely where I should be. And so I'm gonna just rock out. But did y'all see the title of my session this morning? Did you have an opportunity to see the title? I gotta start titling these sessions over here in on YouTube. I need some help with that. I don't even know how to. All I know how to do is log on and hit go live, get to the live button. I keep telling y'all, sometimes in this thing called life, we don't even have an opportunity to get ready. On the march, get set, ready. Yeah, we ain't gonna even have an opportunity to do that, y'all. Sometimes in this thing called life, we're gonna just have to hit the go live button in your own life, in your own thoughts, in your own ideologies, in your own narratives, in your own conscientiousness. You're going to have to hit the go live button, cause you to tap all the way into your innermost conscious understanding. All that staying out there on the outside of life, looking at everybody else's life, looking at all the other things that's going on around you, you paying attention to everybody else's life as your life pass you by, because you're so attentively aware about everybody else's situation, so you forgot about your own. Ooh-wee. And at the same time, if we spend the amount of hours that we spend on social media, we spend the amount of hours that we spend on all these other platforms of observations, and all these programmings and all these channels that they given us so much. I remember a time in life where they used to cut the TVs off. You probably need to go back to that time when at 12 midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, they'll cut all the programs off. They give your brain time enough to kind of relax. And now they got the phone. So now you can't even if they cut the TVs off, now you got the phone, you'll be going through, YouTube videos all night. So and all these other different sites that they have feeding the mind of the people. And I'm a part of it, and I ain't knocking it, but at the same time, I just want to let y'all know, we gotta leave folk right where they start acting weird at. Did y'all hear me? Hey, did you hear me? That's the title of my session this morning. Hey, listen, we got to listen. If we're going to be real and authentic, and we're going to be organic, and we're going to be, omnipresent. You know what omnipresent is? We're going to be everywhere at the same time. If we got that omnipresence in our life based on the fact that we done tapped into that source, then that makes us become omnipresent everywhere at the same time. And I believe that we have the potential to be that and do that. If you open that middle eye in the center of your forehead, you got to open your third eye in order to see. Because look what I got right now. I got my physical eyes closed. But guess what I can see, y'all? I can see y'all. Did you hear me? I said I have my physical eyes are closed, but my spiritual eye is open. And that's why they call it a spiritual eye. They don't say nowhere in the word and nowhere you can see where it says spiritual eyes. You don't see that. It's a spiritual eye. It's singular. These are plural. These physical eyes in our bodies are plural. Uh-huh. But when he says something about the spiritual eye, open your third eye chakra. That's intuition chakra. That's where you get your intuition and your understanding and your comprehensions. And that's where you're straight through the center of your forehead, all the way to the center of your brain is a thing called the pituitary gland. Y'all Google it for yourself. It's a pituitary gland. You know what I'm saying? It's a pineal. It's a pineal gland as well in there. And these glands are specifically designed to have the ability to reach out into the bigger source of it all, and understandings of comprehensionness and all these other things that comes through intuition. So I'm just here this morning to tell somebody under the sound of my voice, you gotta leave folk right where they start acting weird at. I'm telling you right now, we have to train people how to treat us. We have to train them and teach them how to treat us. You can't treat us any kind of way and expect to still be in the presence. Listen, we don't have low self-esteem here in the Hourglass. We're going to have to teach people how to treat us. That's how we do it. And right now I want to say, good job, black man. Good job. You're doing extremely well out here. We've been on this earth 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, 70 years. We done been on this earth. And it's a beautiful thing to still be here. It's a beautiful thing to still be on our assignment at this day and age and at this portion of our lives where the majority of our life, if you're 50 years or older, that means the majority of your life is already in the historical books of data. It's already been written in the Lamb's Book of Life. I'm gonna just use that word based on the fact that life has been lived. Have you done been here 50 years? Huh? You heard me? You done been here 50 years. So that means half of your life is over if the truth of the matter is told, because the average individual ain't gonna live to the 100. You heard I said 100. And so at the same time, this is what I'm discovering about this thing on a serious note. What I'm discovering about this thing called life, right? It's almost when I seen this slogan and I understood it from the capacity by which I had a desire to speak on it this morning. Guess what done happened, y'all? Guess what happened? It took me back to grandma them days. You remember grandma them days? Huh? Y'all remember grandma? What grandma used to do? Soon as you start acting up. Y'all don't remember this. I'm about to tell my age right now. As soon as you started acting crazy and spazzing out, throwing temper tantrums in the grocery store, in the aisle, what did grandma do? We got to go backwards, y'all, to a certain degree. Because I believe that we are not teaching and training people how to do us or show us or treat us if in fact we allow them to have these grown folk temper tantrums and these grown folk different, weird acting characteristics right where they start to act it at, and right where they start to create that narrative is right where we got to start making a conscious decision. Are we going to still let these individuals stay here? Or do we have to scoot them along with that crazy out of our presence? We got to scoot them along, like here, scoot on over there with all that crazy. You coming into my space with that weird stuff. I ain't gonna sit here with the power and the authority and the anointing and the peace and the tranquility and all these joy and all this happiness and all this, this goodness and all this light and all these words of encouragement and enlightenment that I have that's deep, deep down inside of me, and at the same time let you drag me down into the acidic side of conscientiousness because of your actions. So you ain't finna make me decline. You're not gonna make me worsen. You're not gonna make me deteriorate. I'm definitely not gonna allow you to break me down. I promise you I ain't gonna collapse. And I'm definitely not gonna crash because of you. I said all these hindrances that you trying to put in the atmosphere, by you creating a narrative by which it's in your own head. And the decadence and the decay and the decrease and the degrees and the degenerative mindset that you have right now through all these actions that you're causing in this scene right now. It's an ugly situation, ma'am. Hey, sir, it's an ugly situation. It's ugly. I ain't tolerating it. You can't come over here with that understanding, that narrative, because you feel like you want to let your ugly hang out all over the boundaries. Ooh-wee. You gonna let your ugly hang all over the boundary? There's certain boundaries, borders, and limitations that you have when you deal with certain quality of individuals. When you got a certain quality and you walk with a certain authority and you walk humble, but yet understanding who you are in the earth at the moment, we don't have time to sit here and let you allow your ugly to hang all out over into our lives. And so, of course, people like myself gonna check you on that, Miss Lady. Hey, Mr. Man, I'm gonna check you, sir. You done let your ugly hang out over here in my space. I gotta protect my peace and my tranquility and my energy and my frequency. So I'm here to tell somebody on the sound of my voice, as we move through this thing called life in 2024, we got to make some assessments. We're going to have to make some evaluations, ma'am, sir, hey, bro, hey, sis. We're going to have to make some evaluations about the individuals who we've somehow or another allowed to wiggle all up and through our lives. They wiggled into our lives and they stayed there for a second in a season. And they probably thought it was going to be there for a lifetime, but we're going to sit back and we're going to watch the movement of the mind of the people. Ooh-wee. I felt that one. I said, we're going to sit back and we're going to watch the wiggle of the mind of the people that's in our immediate presence. If they ain't wiggling right, they gonna act like they weeble wobble and they trying not to fall down, but we gonna knock them down if we got to, and get them on out of our space. Because at this moment in time, in this season of our lives, we don't have time to sit here and babysit another grown person because you want to have an adult temper tantrum. We're not doing that. We ain't gonna let you come all up and through here acting weird. We ain't gonna let you come all up and through here acting like you done lost your marbles. Hey, we ain't gonna do that like that there. We too grown. We too grown. Right where you start to act weird at, ma'am, sir. Right where you start to act weird at, a bruh, sis, a son, daughter. You heard what I said? Daughter. A son. Son, you know, that's that New York. A son, but I ain't talking about that New Yorker. Son, a son. No, we ain't talking about that son type of stuff. I'm talking about your real biological child, your son or your daughter that starts to act weird towards you. And they're starting to spaz out, act like they having these temper tantrums like you owe them something. And I don't know what's going on with these kids out here this day and age, y'all. I don't know what's going on with these kids out here this day and age, with these children, with our offspring, with our offspring, that one that came out of our loins. I don't know what's happening to these children that come out of our loins. They came out of our being. They're our offspring. And what make them feel like they're entitled to everything that you got going on in your life? I don't know what make them feel entitled, y'all. I don't know what it is about what this generation. I got one that generation XYZ. I'll be watching this later. She's generation XYZ or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I don't know what it is about these people that feel as though you owe them something. I mean, one of my children told me, I didn't ask to be here. Neither did I. What are you talking about? I didn't ask to be here either. That's just the way the cookie crumbled in your direction, in your favor, to make you through all those millions and billions of sperm cells, and it end up being you. It was a challenge for you to even get here, soldier. Ma'am, it was a challenge for you to even get here, but it's you. You was the chosen one. And if we're gonna walk this thing out in understanding, we gotta know that there's no other fingerprint. That's the remarkable thing about this thing called life right now, y'all. I promise you, there is no other fingerprint like yours. You're the only fingerprint in the earth. I say you're the only fingerprint in the earth. Can you imagine that? 1200, I started 1200. 1200, 1300s, 1400, 1500, 16, 17, 1800s. We in the 1900s, the 20s. We in the 20s. And you mean to tell me there's no other fingerprint that ever came through this earth like yours, that you are still an extraordinary odyssey in the earth? That's deep, y'all. That's profound if you really think about it. No other fingerprint? You mean to tell me no other person had your fingerprint? That's a miracle. With all these millions and billions and trillions of people, it's numbers that we can't even call trillion. It's what the number is out what is the number after trillions? Quadrillions? Sextillions? That many people, and there's no other fingerprint like yours that ever have came before now and that would ever come after now. You're the only fingerprint in the earth. That's substantial. In my thought process, that is substantial. How I look at data and information, that is substantial. Nobody else like you. You're the only one with that DNA. You're special in the earth, ma'am. Hey, sir, you're special in the earth. And so at the same time, I just came through here to tell you, do what mom and them used to do. Did you hear me? I said, I came through here to tell you, go backwards into mom and them, daddy them. Because right where you start to act up at in that Winn-Dixie, remember that Winn-Dixie? I used to be having Winn-Dixie. Y'all don't know nothing about no Winn-Dixie. We had Winn-Dixies down in Miami. And Zares. Remember Zares? Y'all remember Zares? On 54th and 12th. Yeah, y'all remember Zares? Yeah. At the same time, y'all remember Woolworth. Y'all don't remember no Woolworth. I'm about to tell my age on these streets. I'm about to tell my age out here. Woolworth. Y'all remember Woolworth? Y'all don't remember them. Y'all don't remember names like that. I don't even think y'all remember Bird Eyes. Remember the Bird Eyes? Y'all don't remember no names like that. Y'all bougie out here in these streets. We go to Macy's. We go to Saks Fifth Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go to stuff like that, Saks Fifth Ave and all this old Macy's and you know, and what the other one is? What's the other high-end store? But anyway, but y'all know I go across the board in this thing called life. But check this out. Right where mama them, right? Used to chastise you. Remember, you used to get chastised right where you act up at. Remember that? Remember y'all used to get spankings right where you act up at? She'll put, even if she ain't had it but her hand, she gonna pop you on your thigh real good. Pop, pop. Get yourself right, boy. Get right, girl. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna try to embarrass me in front of Woolworth? Hey, how you gonna try to embarrass me in front of Bird Eyes? We in front of this Bird Eyes store right now. We gonna tear your butt up. And so the reason why I believe they used to do that, y'all, was based on the fact that because by the time you got home, by the time you done made it out the stove, by the time you done got all the groceries, by the time you done went shopping, by the time you done got all the stuff in the car, by the time you done drove back to the crib in the station wagon, remember that red station wagon y'all used to have? By the time you done got everything done calmed down, you done made up, y'all back bosom buddies, and you end up not getting the spanking because you done got back to the crib where it's all back good. So I think what they had to do was make sure that you understood that right where you started acting weird, right where you started spazzing out and having a temper tantrum because she told you no for this particular time with that big ass, remember that big ass lollipop? Remember the big round one like that, about that big on that long stick that had the colors all in? Y'all, I don't know why I'm taking y'all back to my whole thing. I don't know why y'all. Remember, it used to go around in a circle like this here and had that big long stick about that long. It was a big lollipop on it. It would wrap around and you used to be mad because you couldn't get that one particular kind, that color, that fragrance, that taste. And at the same time, that's what it used to do. Draw you in to that. And then when she told you no candy today, you spaz out and start acting crazy. Acting like she told you that the end of the world was happening. Jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. You spaz out and you want to get all crazy and lay on that dirty floor and kick, holler, and scream. All these people that walked on this old dirty floor and you done sat there and you done kicked, hollered, and screamed and fell out on the floor. And she say, right where you started acting up at, right there at that moment, I'ma chastise you. Ooh-wee. So now we at a point. We're gonna have to chastise some folk. Ooh-wee. That's all around us right now, y'all. Open your eyes and see. You see what I told you to do? What mine are right now. I said, tell you to open your eye and see. What are my eyes right now? I say, open your eye and see. Ooh-wee. You might have to close your natural eyes, ma'am. Hey, sir, you might have to close your natural eye in order to see. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I am your health conscious coach. I want to coach you into healthy thoughts and healthy understandings because we can't let these people, after we make the assessment and the evaluation of these individuals that's in our immediate lives that want to throw temper tantrums as an adult, because you told them, no, I'm not letting you go across this proverbial line in the sand that's around me to protect my energy, to protect my well-being, to protect my sanity. And you mean to tell me because I told you no, and because I said I'm not allowing you to go any further than this space, you want to fall out on the dirty floor and kick, holler, and scream as an adult in the office, on your job, in your career, at the nursing home, in the doctor's office where you work. It's women all around you that want to do this authoritative type mindset because they have control over the situation at the moment. And instead of them treating you fairly, they treat you as if you're nothing, based on the fact that they're in the authority at the moment. You know you can't lay down there being a part of the Hourglass Era. You can't lay down there on no dirty floor, kick, hollering, and screaming, and have no pity party and have no spasm in the middle of you because you need your job. So I'm telling you what you're gonna have to do, ma'am and sir, and bruh and sis. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to close your natural eye and see out your spiritual eye, and understand and comprehend from what direction this is coming from. And after you understand that and comprehend it, then you can move according to the power that worketh within you. Ooh. There's a certain level of conscientious power that you're going to have to tap into in order to maneuver past the foolishness in this earth. I say we're going to have to maneuver past the foolishness in the earth, the foolery, where they got us hoodwinked and bamboozled about some of the narratives and ideologies and conscientiousness. There's some of the conscious thoughts that they didn't had us they didn't had us captive. They done captivated our thoughts and gave us a whole narrative to look down through. And oh man, if we understood that they have led us astray. Y'all, we have these enlightenment eras. You start becoming awakened. You start seeing things differently. And they'll call you the bad guy. When you start awakening, you start transitioning, you start transcending, and you stand outside of this earth and you look down in on the earth like this. That's the position by which he's called us. We got to stand outside this stuff, y'all. We cannot stand in the earth and look at it at eye level. It's going to overwhelm you. It's going to overtake you real quick. For real, for real. And you definitely can't stand here and look at the world over your right shoulder as if it's come crushing you right now. It's going to fall on you at any given moment. You can't look like this here cowering over and let the earth be over you as you cower under all of the pressure of it. That's not the right position to be in. That is not the right position to be in. That will cause you to commit suicide. I don't know who I'm talking to right now this morning. I have no clue. But not on my watch. Not on our watch. That's probably the reason why he told me to open the laptop and speak into the minds of the people. That's the only reason why I'm here. And I didn't go to school and get all this knowledge and all these accolades and all these things on the wall. I could go in my office right now and pull out all these documents. I can show y'all when time comes. And if it's ever questionable, y'all can Google it for yourself. Y'all know my name. I have an AS degree in radiology. Yeah. I have an AA degree in psychology. Yes, I do, from Miami-Dade, Homestead campus. I have a BA. Yeah, I got a bachelor's degree from FIU in clinical psychology and positive developmental psychology. Yeah, I got that. I have a master's degree. Yes, I got all that. But I don't believe that people really care. I don't really believe that people really care. Look at this. Look what this is happening at right now. And this is oh man, I can't do this right now. Oh man. And at the same time, yes, I have this. I have that. I have these things. I do. I have it. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, when time progress, and if it ever come to a time where I need to produce it, I have it. Yeah, I have it. So that's either, but people don't care nothing about that. Hey, look, people don't care how much you know. That's what I'm discovering about this thing called life. Hey, people really don't care about how much you know out here in these streets. And until they know how much you care, people don't care about how much you know. I know I don't. I don't listen. I don't care about how much you know. I don't care. I don't care about how much you know. Get on out of here with all the stuff that you know. Until I know how much you care about the minds of the people. Until I know how much you care about the minds of the people. You know, until I know how much you care, I don't care nothing about how much you know. And so I don't come here and floss out on my degrees and all that type of stuff. I don't floss out like I was the keynote speaker for the National Achiever Society. You see this? I don't be advertising all my plaques and all. Hey, y'all see this here? The National Achiever Society, right? I was the keynote speaker for the National Achiever Society, right? Hey, look, check this out. They saw me at FIU, Florida International University. I'm an alumni of Florida International University, right? And at the same time, we had a summit. They had a summit, and And so on the National Achiever Society, one young lady heard me speak in the class, because I remember it was about 300 students in this one class. They have auditoriums at FIU. They have big auditoriums. They could sit 500 people. You got about 500 students in one class in universities, right? In these hierarchy educational factors. And so about 300 people. I always made myself known based on the fact I always went to the professor. Even if I didn't have any questions, I would always recommend people going and talking to their professor. And if you're in college right now and you're listening to me, I'm telling you, one way to get through college is to make sure you go and speak to the professor. I don't care if you got 300 students. How he know your name, sir? Hey boy, how he know your name? That man ain't gonna know your name if you got office hours. If he has office hours on your syllabus, look on your syllabus, and you find out what his office hours or her office hours are, and you go and you talk to the professor. You go talk to them. Even if you don't have no question, even if you make up oh, I had a question about this, or I had a question about that, and you make sure that you go there at least twice. The minimum amount of time that you can go is 2 to 3 times that you go to your professor's hours during office hours. And his office hours are normally whatever time is allotted on the syllabus. And you go and you talk to him. I guarantee you one thing. If you're struggling between a C and a B, man, if you're struggling between getting a C, a high C, which is a C plus, and a low B, which is a B minus, I guarantee you, if you done went to his office hours at least 3 times, he'll go ahead and throw you that B minus. I guarantee you that. That's a guarantee, because you showed interest in the assignments by which you had questions on throughout the semester. And that's what you go do. You go and talk to the professor on his one-on-one, on his own personal time. You go talk to him in his office hours. And I guarantee you, if you're struggling from getting a B minus to a B, or a B minus to a B plus, I guarantee you he'll throw you that B plus. She'll throw you that B plus based on the fact that you were there in their office hours. So that's just a little point that I want to share. But anyway, yeah, they heard me, right? And they heard me. And so they asked me to become one of the keynote speakers for the National Achiever Society. And so, you know what I'm saying, this is about 300, 400, 500 college-bound students that they have brought into the auditorium at FIU. And so y'all know this is one of my first speaking engagements. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to get connected to here in Atlanta, is these speaking engagements where I can go and I can speak into the minds of the people. And at that moment, I was working on my bachelor's degree in psychology. I hadn't even finished yet. And so I was at FIU, and yeah, I was a keynote addresser, and I addressed the mind of the people at that moment. I wasn't even thinking about where I'll be right now, but I was talking to their minds. And I just planted seeds in their minds. At that moment, I was planting seeds. Now, if they took root out of 300 students, I ain't gonna even go that low, talking about no 30. That's 10%. I don't want to go that low. I just think the seeds that I plant, that I throw over the fertile soil of people's mind when I speak into their existence, I want to say it's 75 to 80. I guarantee, I want to say 80% of those students that heard me speak went to college and did something. I would like to believe that. No less than 75%. Out of 300 students, whatever 75% of 300 is, that's the number that I would go for psychologically in my own thoughts. Based on the fact that I know that I speak past a person's hearing. I've been called to do this. Speak past your hearing. I don't want to just tap into your hearing. I want to tap into your very essence of who you are in the earth. Ooh-wee. That's the difference. So I'm here. I know I'm all close to y'all this morning on this live. I know I'm all here, y'all. I'm sorry. I ain't apologizing, but I can feel myself being present and being here. And I can feel y'all. When I close my eyes, I can see y'all. I can feel y'all presence in my area. Even the individual that's not on this live right now, I can still feel you, because there's a presence. And the presence is a present. Did you hear me? I say the presence of time of where we are right now is a present. It's a gift to you. And so I'm here. I'm just here, y'all. I'm just here on assignment. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. I'm your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I ain't creating no content by which you can't tap into from an intellectual perspective, man. If you need some dumb content, hey, you need some low vibrational content, you might have to keep scrolling. You heard me? Keep on scrolling. As we go across the street. And you know what I'm saying, we go scratch the surface. We go scroll on by. We go scratch the surface. That's how you say scratch for real, though. I'm trying to get that SCR. You know how some people can't say SCR? We go across the street. Hey, we're gonna draw a straight line now. We're gonna draw it's a straight line, a straight. Make sure you draw a straight line. Hey, let me stop playing with y'all. But anyway, at the same time, right, we gonna move towards improvement here in the hourglass era. The ERA. It ain't era as in ERROR. No, it's an era by which we live. Is the hourglass. We have to be cognitively aware of the pH in our bodies. And so we're gonna move towards an improvement, y'all. We're gonna make it all better as we move towards improvement. That's the assignment here. To move towards advancement, to move towards development, to upgrade our whole conscientious thoughts. It's an upgrade that has to happen in intellectual content. You're going to have to be upgraded into the new realm of you, of who you are in the earth, by going inward, talking to your inner man, and making sure you produce the most value of worth is coming from the inside out, not the outside in. You're rich and you're wealthy from the inside out, ma'am. Sir, you are wealthy from the inside out. Who am I talking to this morning? Your riches don't come from the outside in you. It comes from the inside out. Whether you don't have a dime in your pocket, you are still rich. You are still wealthy. We are wealthy beings. It's not based on materialistic attributes. Even though we know we need them. Even though we go to these specific locations sometime on Sunday and they begging for millions. We just came out of a pandemic and people are still asking for your millions. We just came out of all these things and we're getting ready to go into something deeper, and they're taking the money out of the Black communities. That's what I see now. So I don't know why I'm seeing it the way I see it. All I know is I have to be here and operate under holistic understandings in the earth because of my assignment. So we're going to move towards improvement. We're going to move towards advancement. We're going to develop new strategies, new opportunities in our minds and in our thoughts. We're going to have to create the narrative for the betterment, for the upgrade, for the amendment of walking in conscientious thoughts and understandings. We're going to move as he has moved. He is me and I am him. Did you hear me? I say he is me and I am him. Whatever that means to you. That just dropped in my spirit. He is me and I am him. Whatever that means, ma'am. I'm talking about universal conscientiousness. I'm talking about the one that stood out into nothing and spoke something into existence. For we standing and we're enduring in the mind of his thoughts through his existence. We know that if there's a creator, if there's a creation, then they have to be a creator. And so I don't know why I'm here. I don't understand it all. All I know is what he said. Open the laptop and speak into the minds of the people. So I'm on assignment. That's it. That's all I know. I'm on assignment. That's it. That's all I can stand on at this moment. That's it for me. I'm on my assignment. You got to find out what your assignment is in the earth and operate from the capacity the best way you can be. Operate from your own capacity, from the best way that you can be, ma'am. Sir, operate from your capacity, from the best way you have the ability and the agility to do so. This is just my agility and my ability is to speak into the minds of the people. I ain't here for nothing more than that. But I can tell you this: as we come to a screeching halt, I can feel in my spirit that I'm shout now. I told y'all I'd never give y'all under an hour. I'd never give y'all under an hour. I always give y'all at least 1 hour of my understanding and my comprehensions, my value and my worth and my voice in the earth. I'll give it to you. But I'm letting you know right now, man, by the sound of my voice, you gotta leave folk right where they start to acting weird at. Right where they start to act weird at is right where you're gonna have to drop their hand and leave them right there. I know it's gonna be hard. I know it might be your child. I know it might be your mom and your dad or your offspring or it might be somebody close to you, your significant other. It might be your husband, your wife. Right where they start acting weird at, right where you're going to have to start making your assessments and your evaluations about how long this individual can remain in your circle and in your life. Because in 2024, we don't have time. Did you hear me? I said in 2024, we don't have time for the foolishness. Ooh-wee. We don't have time for the foolery. We don't have time to be sitting here playing patty cake, baker's man type of deal with folk that we know that don't have our best interest at heart. And so I'm here with improvement to make it all better. We going in advancement. We going in development. We getting ready to do our upgrades. We moving forward towards betterment. We making sure that we have an amendment towards this thing. And ameliorate is a word. Ameliorate. Ameliorate. Y'all know I'm a wordsmith. Y'all know I'm a sapiosexual. SAPIO sexual. Google it for yourself and stop acting like it's something weird. That's the new word out here. Weird. You weird. Yeah, get it. You're a weirdo. Stop acting like a weirdo because you don't know the word. Ameliorate. Ameliorate. That means we're gonna go further. I guess. I don't know. It's on my section. It's on my section from advancement and development and upgrade and betterment. So it got to be on that side of the spectrum. That's on the top side of the hourglass. Advancement and improvement got to be up here on the top side of the hourglass. Advancement and improvement, yeah, they got to be up here at the top. And then upgrade and betterment, yeah, that's all at the top of the hourglass. But anyway, I'm over an hour. Okay, I'm an hour and 3 minutes in. Hey, it's been a pleasure, y'all. Y'all know I come in and I talk my talk and walk my walk, do my thing, and going on about my natural business. Y'all see me out here in these ATL streets as I matriculate through life. It'd be a whole nother spectrum going on. I'd be on my own thing. You know what I'm saying? And so he is me and I am him. Whatever that means to you, man, that just dropped in my spirit. He is me and I am him. Whatever that means to you, sir. But anyway, creative all things. I say creative all things. I'm talking about the real true creator. I ain't talking about the one that they done gave us with no blonde hair and blue eye. I ain't talking about no long and with the long. I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about that, y'all. I'm talking about the real true creator of all things. Creator of all things. Open the way for great abundance in the lives of your children. And great abundance is not based on money all the time. We know we need it. For people that's struggling in their finances, I'm asking you to create the understanding. Open our third eye. Help us to see, intuitively speaking, all the opportunities, all of the advancements, all of the betterments, all of the improvements that we have to see in order to know that opportunities are all around us to get resources, passive income, resources. So we're asking you to open the eyes of the people. Help us to become. Help us to create. Help us to believe. Help us as we move, as we shift, as we advance, as we move towards betterment. Help us to become cognitively aware that everything in the universe is connected. That everything in the universe is connected to something else. And that these energy cords and these frequencies that you have us on, and all these different vibrations that's in the earth, that we look at this whole entire earth as a frequency, as a vibration, as an energy. And as we tap into these energy cords, it will give us the right understanding, the right mindsets to move into higher vibrational thoughts, creativity, higher vibrational intuition, higher vibrational. So we thank you for what you've already done. For you are the creator of all things. So we thank you. I'm gone, y'all. Hey, you heard me? I'm out. I'm out, y'all. This is Universal Conscientiousness. Konnichiwa to all our Chinese-speaking people that might have tapped into this live. If this session ever get to you, konnichiwa. To all our Arabic people, assalamu alaikum. I know our response should be what? Wa alaikum assalam or something like that there. You know, all our Chinese-speaking people, Neng Ho. All y'all Chinese, Neng Ho. German people, Guten Tag. Italian people, Salve Sayo. Portuguese, Hola. Spanish is Hola. And Namaste. Namaste. This is universal conscientiousness. We have to be inclusive to all of the understandings in the earth. I'm gone, y'all. He is me and I am him. I can tell y'all this, Hotep, Hotep, Hotep. Google it for yourself, Hotep and see. Our ancestors used Hotep as a means for what? It says, I think it means peace and blessings unto you. Hotep, Hotep. I think it means peace and blessings unto you. And so I'm gone, y'all. Thank y'all for chiming in with me this morning. It's been a blessing. Y'all know I'll come in here and chop it up with y'all. I don't have no problems. I promise you I don't have no problems whatsoever to come in here and chop it all the way up. You know what I'm saying? I'll chop it up with y'all. For real. I don't have no problems in doing that. Can't have no problems right now since I've been called to do it. But anyway, y'all be blessed. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Y'all be good. See y'all again tomorrow.